Hello everyone, it's Robinhood guy. Welcome back to another video. Okay, so in today's video we're gonna go over a couple things. So we're gonna go over basically like what happened over the weekend. What's the most recent news with Palantir? Then we're gonna shift over to see kind of like what's happening with options with Palantir. Are people putting more money into calls, or are they putting more money into puts? And then we're gonna take a quick look at some technicals to try to figure out like where the support and resistance of Palantir is. And then we're gonna move over to my portfolio just to show you guys kind of like what's happening in my portfolio. And lastly, we'll just take a quick look at ARK and ARK and both ARKW, just to see how much like if they've been adding or taking away in Palantir, just to try to figure out where they stand. So anyways, before we do this, I just want to emphasize I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just going over my thoughts and opinions. It's for entertainment purposes, and I hope you guys like the video. If you like the video, please give a like and subscribe if you want like a daily dose of Palantir news. Alright, so let's get into it. So Palantir over the weekend, they were selected for government's Safer project worth 89.9 million. Now at first everyone thought like, oh yay, like a new big contract, maybe Palantir is gonna pop, It actually did in like pre-market, and then today just like kind of like dipped down, but it maintained a good level. Where did it actually end up? Let's see. So we take a look at Palantir. So today it sorry, my internet's kind of lagging lately. Come on, there you go. So it ended up at 23.48, so not bad. So definitely it did have like a little pop like in the morning, but then quickly kind of sold out throughout the midday. So this usually happens with Palantir. It's kind of like typical when it has a big contract. It usually pops in the morning and then just like dies back down. But overall, it ended up on a green day, so that's good. And I didn't really expect much to happen with this type of news, because it's I think like with all these contracts coming into play, they're already kind of priced in if they're like probably like under 100 million or less. I think if we see like a contract that's like 500 million or something like pretty big, then that definitely put Palantir up there, maybe go up like shoot up 7+ more percent that day. But anyways, that was basically the news. And one thing that I noticed about this a specific contract, it says this is Palantir's first contract with the NNSA, serving for its safety analytics, forecasting, and evaluation report. So that's pretty good, because if it's the first contract, that means that Palantir won or should have won that bid for that contract. So that's pretty good, because that means Palantir's, they're either underbidding or they're already like looking promising in the government size as a contractor, for like these types of contracts for data analytics and stuff like that. So either way, that's pretty good, because they're definitely getting their foot in the door more and more with more contracts for government that I see. So all in all, I think it's good, and hopefully they keep them coming. So let's take a quick look at what happened with Palantir. So overall, in the past 2 weeks, it's been a bullish sentiment. So definitely more calls that have been purchased lately. So all in all, when I was breaking down the numbers from like a couple of weeks ago, it seemed that 416 was gonna be like pushing towards 28 around there, and that may still happen. But lately, the Palantir calls that have been coming in, they've been more in the money type of calls. So that to me means that people are being a little bit more conservative with like selecting their strikes and everything. So overall, it's see 416, it's more like in the money, like 25s. Actually, wait, sorry, let me go by 416. So 416. Because keep in mind, demo day is coming up. So 416, they had 25s, 24s, 23s, 21s. So nothing like crazy out the money. There's no big bets out the money, like 30s coming in like hardcore with like, like a lot of premium, like in the 250,000 or more. It's all been pretty conservative. So based on looking at this data, it doesn't seem like Palantir is gonna like pop or drop that much. It seems like it's gonna probably like stay flatlining for a while. So we take a look at over here in trading view. This kind of gives you kind of like technicals and stuff, like overall technicals, and it just tells you like what everyone's kind of like their own charts and everything. Like people are more bullish overall. But if we take a look at my technical, so as you can see here, we're basically right here in the middle between these two lines. So the 2246 was a point that I marked as like resistance. So we definitely hit the support of 21 not that long ago, and then we broke out of this 2240. So now we're in the middle. So the next resistance I see somewhere around the 2490, close to 25. So if we can break out of there, especially coming into the demo day, I think that'll be you know, I think demo day is a pretty good catalyst, and then we might even push up towards close to 2750, which is probably the next resistant line. So right now we're between these two lines, so 22 and 2490. So definitely just trailing along in there. And so overall today, Palantir did have a green day, but then I noticed that a lot of the stocks that are part of ARKs, they were kind of like red for the most part, like except Tesla and Palantir. I think Tesla with the news of their beating their delivery sales, and Palantir with the contract news. So if it wasn't because of those, I think they could have followed suit with ARK. So before we get into ARK, let me show you my portfolio, basically what's going on. So I still have only 500 shares of Palantir. I'm waiting for end of the week Apple, if it stays above 125, which right now Apple's like it's doing really good right now. Apple's like breaking out like hardcore. So that's good, because that means by the end of this week I'm gonna sell these 200 shares that I have at 125. So I'm gonna be forced to sell them, but that's fine because I want to take my money back out. I've already been playing Apple for like a couple weeks, and I've been making good premium. So all in all, I'm only gonna make like $180 in this play for this week just with Apple, but that's fine. I'm gonna sell my 200 shares, and then I'll have more spendable money. Possibly add more into Palantir. Hopefully it stays under 24. That'll be nice. Hopefully it stays under there so I can add more to his position. And then yeah, I've also been playing with Workhorse. I think Workhorse has been a pretty good dip. I closed down my positions that I had with Workhorse in the morning, made about like 470, and then I reopened like new ones. But anyways, this is about Palantir, so let's continue. Anyway, so Palantir, we take a look at ARK. So this is ARK, and to me ARK is like ARK's best ETF, and the fact that Palantir is right here on number 27, so it's definitely in the top 30 list. To me, that means like ARK's definitely betting a lot of money on Palantir. They're thinking that it's gonna do really well in the future. So that's good, because I think when it first made ARK, it was like way down here, and then also in the ARKW, which is another one that they have Palantir in. When Palantir first came about, like, and ARK started adding, they had it like way down here in ARKW. It wasn't even in ARK, it was in ARKW. But now Palantir is like all the way over here. It's in the top 20 for ARKW, and that's pretty good. Obviously, I don't know if it's gonna make the top 10. It's really hard to make the top 10 because the top 10 is usually almost the same throughout all the ARK ETFs. Like you have Tesla at the top, and Square, Roku, Shopify, Twitter, like those top ones. Look, Zoom is in the top 10, and then Zoom has kind of like been dropping a lot, but ARK's like, nope, we think Zoom's doing good, so we're just gonna keep adding. So yeah, overall ARK has, I think, 18 million shares. So if we look at Palantir, they have 5 million here and 13 million here, so around 18 million. So they have a good amount of shares, and ARK's not even like one of the biggest, like what's the word I'm looking for, corporate ownership type of owners. It's there's definitely a lot of like other bigger ones like BlackRock and stuff like that. So but overall ARK has been adding, and I think, personal opinion, I think Palantir is gonna stay around here for a little bit, at least within these two lines, and then possibly either break out towards demo day, or if demo day doesn't do anything, then I feel like it'll definitely drop, and that'll be a good time to add up again. So as of right now, I'm just gonna sit back to see what happens, let Catalyst do its thing, and then if there's another dip, then I'll be waiting for it. But anyways, I hope you guys liked the video. That's pretty much the video for today for Palantir related news and stuff. So please give a like, really appreciate it. Make sure to subscribe if you haven't already done so. I'm so close to 700. I really want to get to 1,000 so I can start doing like live stream morning trades and stuff like that, but I can't do that until I get to 1,000. So don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.